Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning. You got Peter from Pemberton.
Good morning. Xavier speaking.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
I don't know if someone else from Pemberton is going to join, but I think before crack on with the questions, we will just go through a little script we have to read out. Sorry, who just
Sure.
joined?
Hi, Peter. It's Richard.
Hi, Richard. Hi.
Hi.
You also have Xavier on.
Yeah. Good morning.
Our
Good morning.
expert today. Maybe before we start, just a little bit of background on us. So Pemberton is a European mid-market private debt investors. We raise funds, collecting monies from pensions and also from insurance companies, and then we take that money and invest into companies via loans. And as you can imagine, we're currently looking at a very interesting investment opportunity in the TIC space, and are basically forming our investment thesis, finalizing our due diligence, which is why it comes in very handy that we can talk to you.
Sure.
on the TIC market. I guess before we crack on with the questions, I just have to read out the script, and you can confirm at the various points. That's okay. So this call will be recorded. For the purpose of the recording, please can all parties identify themselves. My name is Peter Schlesinger, and I work at Pemberton.
I'm Xavier Denery.
Okay. And I think we got Richard Meehan on from Pemberton as well. So before we start our discussion, please can you confirm the acceptance of the terms and confirm that you understood and agreed to continue to be bound by the attestation required by Pemberton Capital Advisors, which is the document you have kindly filled in, signed, and returned back to me?
Yes, I did, and I confirm.
Excellent. Thank you. I think the proposed agenda for this call is clear. We want to discuss the global TIC market with a focus on Europe and a focus on construction and infrastructure. I can run you through the individual items, but I also understand that GLG made it absolutely clear what we want to discuss, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Pemberton Capital Advisors will be conducting this call according to the terms and Pemberton Capital Advisors attestation. If the call deviates in any way, we'll be obliged to end the call immediately and report this to the Pemberton Capital Advisors CCO. We requested for every piece of information you provide the source, the date, and the name of the person involved, if any. If you're unable or unwilling to do so, we will reject it forthwith and make a note of this. If during the call you continue to be unable to provide us with the source, we will be required to end the call.
Well, I understand. I'm not sure I can always provide the source because most of it comes from my experience, and so it will be difficult to identify precisely when.
That's absolutely fine if it's from, if it's public knowledge or if that is based on your experience. I think this clause merely references to, material non-public information or insider information you may have about a listed corporation, and in such a case you would need to provide the source of information you have that from. But I guess for our discussion that should be fine.
No. Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Excellent. Thank you. So I guess we can start. So as I've outlined, we want to discuss the TIC services market with a focus on, I guess, France, UK, and US. I understand from your background at especially Bureau Veritas that you especially know the French market, also to the UK market to some extent, and maybe the German market, but to a lesser extent the US market, correct?
Yes. For the construction market, I don't know the US market at all.
Yeah. Okay.
In the TIC space, I know very well other markets also than construction.
Good.
Due to my experience at Eurofins, but it's more life sciences markets. But today we can focus on construction market, especially France, and to a minor extent UK and Germany.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I think France and the UK are very important for us to understand, and we would like to focus the